Exploring Secrets of Success Chapter 5. Triggers for Success. In this chapter, we will be discussing what I call triggers for success. The covenant for success is already in place, the keys that will unlock the door to success are also in place, it is like gunpowder set to be ignited. Now, the triggers, which will land you right in success: opportunity, creativity, ability, and responsibility. Opportunity. There are two closely related words: opportune and fortune. The dictionary defines opportune to mean happening at the time that is most convenient for someone or most likely to lead to success. Fortune or good fortune is defined as good luck, success, or good experiences. I therefore define a fortunate person as an opportunate person. That is, he is smart enough to grab a productive idea and put it to work. He is smart enough to know what will work and how to make it work. What then is opportunity? It is a discovered avenue for profiting. It is locating what will work and making it to work. It is knowing what will produce. I consider opportunity as the mother of all fortunes. To lack it is to be unfortunate. A wise man once said, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls that look like work." Many people miss opportunity because it is dressed in overalls and it looks like work. Many don't like the word work. They think opportunity is a chance to enjoy what you don't earn. But that's not true. Another definition for opportunity is taking advantage of situations by the gifts of God in your life. Looking at a situation at hand, and by the abilities loaded inside you, you are able to determine where a particular good would sell, and you go a step further by taking it there. Some time ago, there was scarcity of kerosene and gas in the city, and a brother seized that opportunity to make fortunes for himself. He went to nearby villages and got firewood, brought them to town for sale, and made great gains in 6 weeks. That is opportunity. There was a situation on hand, and by reasoning, he was able to profit by it. There is no shortcut to success. Stop seeking shortcuts or cheap money. Nothing stays with you that you have not earned. A wise man said, "There is no shortcut to success." If you keep your attention on learning the tricks of the trade, you will never learn the trade. True, there is no shortcut to success. If you focus your attention on learning the tricks of success, you will never learn how to succeed. But there is a truth about success, one of which is locating and making the most of opportunities. Ways of locating opportunity. There are 3 ways of locating and utilizing opportunities. By a search: ask, and it shall be given you; seek, and ye shall find; knock, and it shall be opened unto you. 5. Matthew 7 verse 7. What you don't seek, you will never find. It is your responsibility to seek and conduct a search on where the gifts of God in you can yield results. You say to yourself, "Here am I. What can I put into the system? What contributions can I make to living?" You conduct a search and are sincere about it. You want to locate yourself within the system. You want to find where you can put something in and make something happen. Do you know why you have to do this? Opportunity is a man that is ever in great demand. If he doesn't come to you, then go to him. Conduct a search for opportunities. There is something in you that is crying out for expression. Look for where you can express it and profit by it as well. Look for where what you know or can do can be traded. You are a man of great value, you are a gifted personality. Look for where such treasures can be maximally expressed and utilized. And about the 11th hour he went out, and found others standing idle, and saith unto them, "Why stand ye here all the day idle?" Matthew 20 verse 6. From this parable, we discover that the world is a marketplace and that each one has something to offer. So locate where what you have is profitable and offer it. Jesus saw some people idle in the marketplace of the earth, and when he asked them why they were idle, they said, "Because no man hired us." His response to them was, "Get down and work. If no one hires you, then hire yourself." A young man from our church is now in America. He is an American citizen, who found himself back home in Nigeria, and things didn't quite work out well for his parents. When the church sanctuary was being built, he saw in it an opportunity to make money with which to buy himself a ticket back to America. He was at the construction site daily, wearing rags and carrying concrete. I was drawn to him by the way he spoke. He spoke very good English, that I knew he didn't quite belong in the kind of job he was doing. But one evening, his mother brought him to my house, asking me to pray for him, as he was on his way back to America the following day. I asked how he was able to buy his ticket and was told he raised the money from working at the church site. Opportunities abound, but people are afraid of the labor it requires. People don't want to work, that's why they claim there are no opportunities. Jesus said, "Go and work." That means there is something to do. You must find it. God doesn't just dole out things to people, He pays people for their services. You don't get anything out of life more than what you put into it. A wise man said, "Some people find life an empty dream because they put nothing into it." Create opportunities. If at the end of your search you can't locate an opportunity, then create one. The woman with the issue of blood said in her heart, through creative thinking, "There is no way I can get to this man, because of the crowd. If I may but touch the hem of his garment, I will be made whole." She created an opportunity for her healing. You create opportunities through creative thinking. It can be done. I can do something here. If nobody hires me, I will hire myself. Creative thinking helps to locate opportunities. You have a God-given ability to create things. We are heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ. By Him were all things made. As a result of this, we are joint heirs with the creative capabilities of Christ. You can make it happen. You can work something out for yourself. Catch opportunities. At other times, you don't need to search for opportunities, as they just present themselves to you. That is, you just find opportunity staring you in the face. In the early years of my secondary school education, I picked a book and discovered that the author was a palm wine tapper who didn't even understand English. I found out that the stories in the book were the folklores told him by his parents. I grew up among old people and knew many such stories. So, I told myself that this would be of advantage to me in the future. I gave myself to reading many African writers' series novels, and in my leisure time, I would write down all the stories my grandmother and old uncles had told me. That was how I began to develop myself in the art of writing. I would write articles and send them to my elder brother, who would mark them and send them back to me. I kept myself busy that way, not knowing that a day would come when I would sit up one night and write 8 chapters of a book. That is cashing in on opportunities. They abound all around you. Eyes that look are many, but eyes that see are few, says a wise man. May you see the ever-abounding opportunities that surround you. Looking through scriptures, you will find people who became prominent through the opportunities that came their way and which they utilized. David saw an opportunity in Goliath, whom he killed and ascended the throne in Israel. Joseph saw an opportunity in the cupbearer in the prison. After interpreting his dream for him, Joseph told him, "When you get to the palace, remember me." Opportunities are all around you. May they not slip by you unutilized anymore. Anything you get involved in that can add color to your life is an opportunity. Anything that can put a smile on your face or increase your productivity is an opportunity. Cash in on it. And in case opportunity doesn't come to your door, pursue after it in a search. Utilize opportunities. It is one thing to find opportunity and another thing entirely to use it. Remember the man by the pool of Bethesda, John 5:1-9. He was there for 38 years, and even when a healing opportunity came through Jesus, he still couldn't see or catch it. Jesus asked him, "Would thou be made whole?" Rather than answering in the affirmative, he was more interested in explaining his situation to Jesus. It is one thing to have an opportunity and another thing to engage it for profiting. That man was sitting by the pool of opportunity, but was still a misfortune. Opportunity is the mother of all fortunes. To be opportuned is to be fortunate. Another wise man said, "Many of us have heard opportunity knocking at our door. But by the time we unlock the chains, push back the bolts, turn 2 locks and shut off the burglary alarm, it was gone." This is a very apt summary of Songs of Solomon 5:2-8. When opportunity is lost, misfortune sets in.